Good morning and happy Monday. Our devotional for this morning is entitled Preparing for the Gift. Have you ever prepared for something very important? Maybe a wedding, a graduation, or a visit from a special guest. We make sure everything is clean, in order, and ready. In the same way, when God was about to give his law, the Ten Commandments, to Israel at Mount Sinai, he asked them to prepare. This was not just any ordinary moment. It was the moment when God would speak to his people and give them his eternal words of life. The Bible tells us in Exodus 19 that God told the people to wash their clothes, set boundaries around the mountain, and be ready. Why? Because God's holy presence was coming down. When the day came, there was thunder, lightning, a thick cloud, and a loud trumpet sound. The mountain shook and the people trembled. God wanted them to understand the seriousness and holiness of his law. The Ten Commandments were not just rules, they were God's covenant, his promises, and his guide for how to live a life of love. Before the walls of Jericho fell, Joshua met the commander of the Lord's army. Joshua was told, "Take off your sandals, for the place where you stand is holy." Joshua prepared his heart with reverence before God gave the victory. Just like Israel at Sinai, Joshua needed preparation to meet God's presence. Victory always begins with holiness and surrender. Queen Esther had to prepare before going in to see the king to save her people. She fasted and prayed for 3 days along with the Jews in Shushan. Only after that preparation did she enter the king's presence, and God gave her favor. In the same way, the Israelites prepared themselves before meeting their heavenly king at Sinai. God desires his people to be ready when he draws near. 3 lessons for us today. 1. God's presence requires preparation. The Israelites washed their clothes and set themselves apart. Today, God is asking us not only to be clean outside, but also inside. Clean hearts, humble spirits, and willing obedience. 2. God's law is a gift of love. The Ten Commandments are not a burden, but a blessing. They are called the 10 words because they are God's promises to help us live a life of love for him and for one another. As Paul said, love is the fulfillment of the law. Romans 13:10. And third, God prepares us for the greater blessings. At Sinai, God was preparing his people not just for commandments, but for a covenant relationship with him. In the same way, when God asks us to prepare, it is because he is about to do something greater in our lives. Beloved, just as Israel at Mount Sinai, Joshua before Jericho, and Esther before the king, we too are called to prepare when we come before God. He is holy, but he is also loving. His law is not chains, it is freedom. His commands are not heavy, they are life. Let us prepare our hearts daily through prayer, obedience, and love, so that when God speaks, we are ready to listen and follow. God is calling us today to prepare for his gift. Let us wash not just our clothes, but our hearts. Let us set boundaries against sin, and let us live in obedience. For when we prepare ourselves for God, he will bless us with his presence, his law of love, and his eternal life. Have a blessed morning.